Hey guys, welcome to today's video where everything is pink. My mood, the makeup, the sparkles. I actually have even like in front of me, this is oddly the most satisfying thing in the world to me. Little pink Barbie shoes. Are you kidding me? Who doesn't love a Barbie pump? And it's pink. I can't. This collection is so adorable and so fun, and I am not someone that usually gets super jazzed for like the over-the-top theming with collections. Like it has to be something that I personally connect with, and I really connect with Barbie. I was a big fan when I was a child, and not like most little girls that are just like, oh, Barbies are fun and everything. Like I can clearly remember being the kid that didn't want clothing for Christmas, didn't want clothing for any, you know, birthday, whatever. Like I was a hot mess. All I cared about was that Barbie was like beautiful, gorgeous, well-dressed. I cut her hair occasionally. That didn't always go great. And just, I loved my dolls. Like I was a little girl that loved dolls, but something snapped at a certain age where I was like, hey mom, remember what I told you about clothes and all of that? Like I want it now. Like I think I'm okay now because I realize I'm the Barbie. And that's kind of where it went. And the obsession with glitter and pink and fun and fantasy and girly and over the top just has been consistent throughout my life. Like it's an escape for me to play with makeup and to be a little bit, you know, this. Like it's fun, right? This is so fun. So anyway, long story short, huge long intro. I know. This is such a gorgeous, fun, cute theme for a collection. This is Pure and Barbie. It's a collaboration and I have everything in front of me. There are things I love, there are things I don't love. This is not sponsored, but these were sent to me and we're gonna go through everything, swatches. I'm gonna break down the look that I am wearing right now. I really enjoy a lot. And of course, like this is, you know, I'm a review show, review channel. I'm gonna give you my opinion on every little detail, go through pricing. Before we hop right in, I wanna let you guys know to make sure that you have hit the bell, smashed it, slapped it, ring the bell, do the bell, so that you are notified of my upcoming videos. I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, let's hop right in. First things first with the eyeshadow palette. I opened this up in PR and I was with my sisters and we immediately just were like fingers in the pans of makeup. Really beautiful palette. I love the grittiness of the packaging on the outside. I think it's really fun looking. It almost reminds me of like a little Barbie clutch. I'm ready for my night on the town type of a thing, you know? It's super cute. You have a nice sized mirror. It doesn't pull back all the way. That kind of bothers me for whatever reason. But you know, the display in here, really, really pretty. You get so much. So let's go through the shades. The top row, you have a creamy highlight shade, very, very shiny, very metallic, reflective. You have a nice tone here that's kind of a mid-tone brown, kind of camel tone that would be good for, that sounded like I said camel toe. I didn't. It's like mustardy camel tone. This one right here, great for crease, transition, just a nice neutral to have in a palette that has these wild shades also going on in it. Then you have your typical bronzy type of a thing. It's interesting because these two shades right here almost feel wet. Like they have just this, it's hard to describe. You have to feel it. If you see this in Ulta, if you see this in person, go touch those two shadows because they're a little crumbly, but also wet. I don't know what's going on there. Those two do this. They have a lot of fallout. If that bothers you, make sure to use a glitter glue. Make sure to wet your brush, do your eye makeup first and then foundation, or just put a little powder underneath the eye. That can be helpful. But those two I did notice, and the purple, the brighter purple here is kind of a similar texture, do have a little bit of fallout. Okay, so next door we have a deep chocolate brown. I started with that shade today. It's really easy to blend, very pigmented. You have been warned, these are pressed pigments. Less is more, build it, buff it, blend it. You're gonna be able to get a really nice blend with these. But if you go in with a lot of product on the brush initially, I think you might have a little bit of trouble, so keep that in mind. And then we have the middle row is this nice, like soft baby pink that happens to actually be the shade in here that I'm not the biggest fan of. It's quite crumbly. It does smooth down really nicely. I am wearing it on the inner portion of my eye here, but it's not my favorite of the bunch. That's one that the formulation I thought was just a little bit off and just a little powdery. Next door, we have this gorgeous pink duochrome. use a glitter glue, again, similar to the way the bronze applies. This neon pink right here, my God. I mean, it's a little bit rough to the texture. You can see it kind of build up on my fingertip, and that's typical of a pressed pigment, but it is just, it's a Barbie fantasy. Like that is like the prettiest, dreamiest, cotton candy, beautiful neon that just like, shh. It does everything you want it to do. And I have a lot of neon pink. That's true. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are like, oh my gosh, why is she like going so over the top about this neon pink? But this one, the way it blends is just really nice. This blue, I have not tried more than a swatch, but it is, again, just a nice soft, like there's nothing crunchy, bunchy, streaky. It's just a nice even color and blend. And it's not as punchy as you see it in the pan. If you want it to be this bright, it does have a little bit of a satin slip to it. Just use a, anything wet. Use MAC Fix Plus, your setting spray, and that will give you that intense, I'm just making up words now. That will give you an intense version of the color if you want to go like that hard with it. Then we have a glitter, which is just, woo. I mean, who doesn't love glitter, right? That's really, really pretty. And it's almost like this birthday kind of confetti type of a shade. I really love this kind of glitter shade. Then we have the purple, which is surprisingly nice and bright. It is gonna fluff a little bit all over the place, especially when they get more metallic, but the color itself is just gorgeous. The black is a little like, you see it initially when you open up the palette and it looks really, really pretty. And it's one of those that the second you get your fingertips into it, the prettiness kind of fades and all of that glimmer in there kind of fades. And then it really is just black, which is fine. That's fine. But if you look at it initially and you're like, oh my gosh, micro glimmer galore, and you think that that's how it's going to apply and look, it's not. So keep that in mind. The purple kind of, I almost want to say like dirty purple, like it's more of a, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like it's not hot purple, it's like a deep plum, toned down plum. It's looking better swatched with the lights on it, but when I look at it on my hand here, it just looks kind of meh. So the Pure and Barbie Endless Possibilities palette is $34. I think that's a really nice price for what you get. The quality is there. Maybe you don't need all these colors. Maybe you look at this and it's a little too mix match, because when you see the hot pink and the blue, there is a part of your brain that goes, like, how do I use this? I don't know. But if you're into collecting this kind of an item and you see shades in there that you feel would be fun for you to use and you can surround it with those nice neutrals, then I think the quality is great, the price is nice, and I like it. Okay, moving right along. The item that I love the most in this collection, I'm gonna have to reorder because this is broken. And I think it just happened in shipping. And sometimes that happens with a softer, like mineral palette. This is the Barbie highlight. And once upon a time, this was really beautiful and cute. And I can still swatch all three of the shades for you. And I opened it up and spilled it everywhere. It was pretty dramatic, but I used it anyway. So I'm wearing it today. And I just think it gives you the most gorgeous sheen. And it's just, oh, look at that shade right there. Just even on the lid would be so nice. So when you mix a little bit of, say, the pink gold with this right here, you can get this gorgeous, soft, beautiful highlight on the skin. And with a mineral highlight, I do find once you set the face with a setting mist, it just kind of sinks right in and it doesn't exaggerate any texture, pores. It just looks really beautiful. And like your skin is somehow has a nice natural metallic glow to it, but just doesn't look overly done or overly harsh, overly powdery, and it's still there. So I really love that. Oh, man, I'm just so bummed out that the whole thing broke. Okay, the lashes, they're kind of killing me. You guys, these are too big for my face. What do you think? Leave it in the comments below. I wanted to wear them because why not? I was doing the full shebang and I was like, okay, we're already this deep. We may as well put the lashes on. So, like they're just, I feel like I can see them wherever I look. They're kind of poking me on the inner corner a little bit. I don't know. This is just not for me. I'm more of like a drugstore lash kind of gal right now. I like a little less is more. This feels like, whew, I could like fly away. By the way, I am wearing, I'm themed out to the max. I'm wearing right now a combo of the Extreme Volume Mascara and the crazy volume mascara, just like bam. Really, really good from Essence. Also, I didn't tell you guys what I used to prime my eyes. I did use the Tom Ford primer. I'm reminded that I just actually don't like this as much as Painterly Paint Pot. If you were watching my Tom Ford video, I will link it below. I did really enjoy it in that video, and I do enjoy it today, but I think I like the Paint Pot more, and it's way less expensive. So there's like your final update from me on that. Before we get into the lipstick, I want to share with you what is on my eyes today. Everything you see here. First things first, I went into this brown shade right here with a Scott Barnes 6'2" brush, and I blended to high heaven. And I stayed there for a little while. I kept blending and blending. I pulled the color a little bit out into this outer corner here. I really just wanted to set up a nice frame because I knew I was going to be going a little bit wild with the pink. So I just wanted to have that nice framing around the eyes and have it as blown out as possible. From there, I took a Luxe Powder Fusion brush from Zoeva and used it for completely what it's not intended for, which happens to be one of my very favorite things to do. Do not be intimidated by your brushes. Use them for whatever you feel you want to. So I kind of lightly dabbed in here and really blended everything together, went a little bit harder, more on the side, and then pulled this through on the lid. I then started playing with fingertips because these metallics, when you press them in the lid, work better in my opinion. So I took this shade right here all over the lid. It looked beautiful. And then I just had an itch to take this hot pink and kind of press it a little bit on the outer edge. I did not stop there. I decided to go into this powder pink, which was kind of a mistake. I immediately didn't like it. So I went back in with the Scott Barnes 6'2" and took a little bit more of the hot pink and kind of blended it up and out on that outer edge. Once I deepened up the outer corner, I did take a little bit of this metallic purple and I just kind of stamped this on the lid as well. I really just went to town kind of blending, manipulating the shape, blending a little more, playing with color, push, pull. Like that's kind of how I do my makeup. I love using my hands for really, really colorful looks and kind of taking a clean finger and blending and then taking the color on another finger, laying the color down, blending, going back and forth like that. I put on some mascara. I put on the Barbie lashes. Little bit of a struggle there, but they're on. Okay, so let's chat about the lipsticks right now. The Pure Barbie matte lipsticks are so visually stunning. It's like an ombre glittery sandpaper. You literally go boop, the whole thing. Like I cannot with this packaging. You have Barbie Pure. It just feels really fun, but also elegant and not like Claire's makeup. Like sometimes these collaborations, you're like, oh my gosh, this is so childish and cheesy. This actually feels a little more grown up and I like that. So you open these up and honestly, it's like the prettiest lipstick you've ever seen in your life and you're just gonna be sitting there staring at it for a minute. Ciate does a really beautiful version of this lippy. Tom Ford has a version of this kind of a thing. You're seeing this here, there, everywhere. Oma Beauty has a similar version where it's that dipped in glitter on the outside and it's a matte lipstick on the inside. My favorite still is the Ciate because it's a little more metallic and glittery and it's not a matte product where you're a little bit confused. You're like, oh, it's so pretty and glittery on the outside, and then you put it on and it's completely matte. So these are not glitter lipsticks. Keep that in mind. It's an experience that you get looking at the glitter on the outside of the lipstick bullet. So the other thing that I noticed is that I'm the idiot that wanted to stare at it and I put it up all the way, put my lipstick on, and I broke the bullet. Don't do that. I've done that before in a video. It caused a lot of drama. Don't do that. So the lipstick itself is a nice quality lipstick. The one I broke is called Classic. Let's see here. My least favorite of the four is the deep one right here that is called oh,
one right here that is called...
That one I didn't, oh, dang it. That one I didn't do like all the way up. I don't think. I'll have to look at the footage. I don't think I did. That's not good. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna actually, yikes. I'm gonna look at the footage of me applying and I will put in the description box like my final thoughts on these because the quality of the product itself is really, really nice. They're creamy, they're matte. They feel very transfer resistant. The opacity of the color is there. The tone of the color is like stunning. This hot pink is something I would normally never enjoy wearing. Like I'd put it on for a video and be like, okay, let's wash my face, yuck. This is something that I actually think is super flattering. I really, really like it. I will continue wearing this one. Just be careful of the bullets. They're not sturdy. You have been warned. They're $18. Buyer beware, pro con. Let me know what you think. What do you think? Does that bug you that that just fell on the floor? Kind of bugs me a little bit. Moving on. The big glossy lip gloss thing, I don't know. I'm not into this one. This is the Girl Gloss. It's pretty, it's shiny. Has a tiny bit of a stringing, not a lot. It's a nice lip gloss. I think the applicator is just like, I hate it when lip glosses have this applicator. It drives me bananas. I like it when concealers have this applicator, but when it's your lips, it just feels like it's just trying to get everywhere that I don't want it to get. And the bulkiness of the tube, I'm not the biggest fan of. The gloss itself is really nice, but it's a clear gloss. It's nothing that's making me like go, oh my gosh, I need to have this in my life right now. So the gloss was a little bit of a pass. If you want an excellent gloss from Pure, DIY is still the to die for favorite that will make your lips look larger than life. There is something about the slight like milky pink tint in here that just looks super flattering over so many lip glosses. That one has been one of my holy grail glosses for a very, very long time. When it all like boils down, if I had like 5 glosses to pick from, that would definitely be one of them. It's just, it always looks good. Okay, so I have 2 items in here that I'm actually going to give away to you guys. I keep doing this video to video just for fun and because my God, I have enough crap in this room. I don't really need more. I'm trying to give more away to you guys, especially when I know that it's something that I probably won't use. And for review's sake, it doesn't really make a ton of sense for me to show you because I don't think it's gonna perform a lot differently than other brushes that I have. Oh my gosh, I thought there was a bug crawling on me. It's summertime and the mosquitoes are out. Yuck. Okay, so this is the Forever Flawless Signature Complexion Brush. It's really adorable, but it would bother me the second I got foundation on here. It would really actually bother me that I ruined it. And then we have the Signature Brightening Peel Off Mask that is hot pink. Not my jam, not my thing. I'm not into peel off masks. I find they tend to irritate my skin. However, I know that I don't speak for everyone and a lot of people really enjoy this kind of a mask. So I'm gonna do this and we're going to theme it out and more pink. I'm gonna give away some original Halo Beauty Booster Hair, Skin, Nails in this little teeny tiny giveaway. Directions on how to enter will be in the description box below. Oh my gosh, it's like giveaway week. I had a giveaway in the PAC Man video, which by the way, go watch that video and look at the description box because Wet n Wild reached out to me. It wasn't a sponsored video, but they're like, hey, we have more of the large sets. Would you like to give those away as well? And I'm like, yes, I would. My audience would love that. So the giveaway got bigger. Go check that one out. It wasn't planned, it just kind of happened that way. And then my PR unboxing giveaway will be ending soon. Go check that out as well. All right, you guys, that is it for Pure and Barbie. I have one complaint. Wow, I'm not leaving on a high note. I'm like, let me complain at the very end of the video. Actually, no, I have 2 complaints. I really wish they had had a Barbie setting spray, like maybe like an old perfume bottle kind of a thing or something like Barbie setting spray. I think that would have been so cute. Also, why did they not have like a Barbie pink blush? I had to dig through my drawer and get, this is Damson Mist from Boots. Really pretty pink. That's what I'm wearing right now. I'll have my makeup listed below. But I was like, man, that would have been so cute if they had like a matte Barbie pink blush with like the Barbie embossed, you know, in the thing. And that was just like the one thing that I was like, hey, blush, pink, makes sense. Where is it? All right, you guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Leave me comments below. Subscribe if you have not yet done that. Ring the bell before you leave so you are notified of my upcoming videos. Next week is so good. I have a toddler on my channel. It's probably the cutest video ever. So make sure that you ring that bell so you're notified of that video. And go have a good one, you guys. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.